Python. Today, I will introduce more about Python. Let's go! Today, I will cover 3 topics. First is to introduce tkinter.messagebox, second is to add a beginning message box, and third is to add an end message box. If you just need to provide some simple information or need to ask the user for a simple response, you can use MessageBox from tkinter modules. tkinter.messagebox provides a number of styles to choose from, but these kind of message boxes will not allow users to input information. Instead, it will just ask for simple responses like OK, cancel, yes, no by pressing the button. There are 3 major categories of styles. The first kind just displays information. So the user just needs to press the OK button and there are no other choices. The second kind is a warning message box. This is similar to the first kind in that the user can only hit the OK button. The last style question message boxes can have up to 3 choices such as yes, no, cancel, or yes, no. If you are interested in learning all the kinds of message boxes, here's the complete list that you can find each category. Here, I explain how to import modules in order to use MessageBox. There are 2 ways. If you simply write the short import, which is import tkinter, you will need to type tkinter.messagebox.askYesNo as shown in the red text. The second way is to write from one level lower, which is from tkinter import MessageBox. In this case, you only need to type messagebox.askYesNo as shown in the red text. This is a more convenient way to use MessageBox. Since we have our game working and ready to play, here I just want to add some more message box to ask some questions to make our game more flexible. So, my first question is to ask whether or not the user wants to change the default settings. I select the Ask Yes No message box to prompt the user to click yes or no. For this question, users have to action their choice. If the user wants to keep the original settings, they can just press the no button. Then it will directly pop up a summary message box. If the user wants to keep the original settings, the default settings will be used to play. The summary dialog asks the user if they want to play. If the user selects no, the program will stop running and also close the window. If the user selects yes, it will let the user play the game. Please note, this summary message box will also pop up as the last message box if the user chooses to change the settings. The first setting is to set ball speed. Users can fill in the number and hit the OK button. If the user hits the cancel button, it will pop up another message box as the bottom one to inform to use the default setting. The second setting is to set ball color, same procedure as setting ball speed. The user can fill in the number and hit OK button. If the user hits the cancel button, it will pop up another message box as the bottom one to inform to use the default setting. The last setting is to set paddle color. The procedure is the same. Only if the user hits cancel, the bottom message box will pop up. After the user manually changes the settings, the summary dialog will still pop up as we have seen earlier. This summary will display before the user officially selects that they want to play the game. If the user selects no, the program will stop running and also close the window. If the user selects yes, it will let the user play the game. Please look at the first line that is in the red circle. I created a variable called value to check the user's response. Only if value is true, it will pop up the series of message as dlg.askInteger. As you can see, there are 3 dlg.askInteger to pop up if the user selects yes from the first line message box.askYesNo. Please take a look at the first line that is in the red circle. Here I created another variable called answer to check the user's response. This time, the message box asks the user if they want to play. I wrote a function to check the return value. Only if value is true, it will continue the game. If not, it will go to the last line and close the window. Let's take a look at how it works. For this case, I answer yes to change the settings. Then I set ball speed to 2, which is slow. Next, I set ball color to 2, which is yellow. Lastly, I set paddle color to 1, which is black. Then I press the OK button when the summary message box asks me if I want to play. While you play and let the paddle bounce the ball, You will earn 1 point to the score each time. Are you confident now? I will show you how to write more Python programs in the future. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel and press the like button. See you next time. Bye!